This man built a toilet in the wilderness and equipped it with all the necessary functions. However, when Hiraku actually used it, he realized he had overlooked the issue of privacy. Soon an embarrassing situation arose. Before his living place was even built, Hiraku had already built the toilet first. After solving his basic living needs, Hiraku could finally farm with peace of mind. Although he didn't yet have seeds, he had already planned out the crops for each plot of land. Early the next morning, Hiraku was surprised to find green sprouts growing in the field. Even more amazing, each row of crops was different. Hiraku never imagined that the divine tool given to him was so extraordinary. As long as he pictured what he wanted to plant in his mind, even without putting seeds in the soil, it could sprout. In this way, the sustainability of food supply was perfectly solved. In the days that followed, Hiraku began working on safety issues. He first fenced off the necessary area, then dug a trench outside the fence. This would prevent attacks from wild beasts. After that, Hiraku began building his house. Because he had no adhesive, he chose traditional mortise and tenon craftsmanship. The roof was made from tree bark and fixed with wooden nails. Meanwhile, Hiraku was delighted to discover that when he used the divine tool transformed into a watering can to irrigate the fields, the sprouts grew very quickly. His farmland already had taken shape. One day, Hiraku was about to farm as usual, but unexpectedly found two injured wolves outside the farm. After confirming they had no ill intent, Hiraku let them in. Seeing the two little ones looking so cute, Hiraku couldn't help but recall the pet dogs he had raised in his previous life, so he kindly fed them some wild boar meat. Upon closer inspection, Hiraku realized their condition was terrible. One of them was even pregnant, so kind-hearted Hiraku gave up his own house for them, and thoughtfully lit a fire at the door. The next day the mother wolf successfully gave birth to 4 wolf pups. To celebrate, Hiraku cut some prime cuts of wild boar meat, perhaps sensing Hiraku's kindness. After recovering from their injuries, they did not leave. Instead, they made this place their home. Hiraku was very happy to have companions by his side, so he built another house nearby, and gave them names. The male was called Koro. The female was called Yuki. In the days that followed, everyone had their roles. Yuki guarded the home. Koro went out hunting, while Hiraku focused on farming and harvesting. Even though life in another world was very comfortable, Hiraku still felt something was missing. Days passed one by one. The 4 wolf pups grew up. With their help, Hiraku finally no longer got lost in the forest. Until one day, Hiraku finally found the long-desired river, about 6 or 7 miles from the house. So he decided to build a waterway to bring water to the farmland. Considering long-term food storage, Hiraku planned to further clear the forest and plant rapeseed and wheat, so later he could press oil and make flour-based foods. Winter soon arrived. His existing clothes could no longer resist the cold. Hiraku originally planned to use giant rabbit fur for warmth, but the lingering smell was unbearable. So Hiraku prepared to store firewood and food, then shut himself in the cabin